Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a makeup tutorial for you guys. Quite excited for today's video as I am excited with every single video that I do, but especially this one because I got these in the mail today. These are the brand new Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape Foundation. One is hydrating, has a water droplet, super easy to find. And the other one, they made a matte foundation for all of my oily friends out there. I can't really choose if I'm gonna go hydrating or matte. I'm combination skin, so I really can go either way. I think I'm gonna mix the two, or I might just stick with matte. I'm not sure yet, but regardless, I'm gonna test out the formula, give you guys a first impression, see how it goes. I have high hopes for it because I am a huge fan of their Shape Tape concealers, which I think are so amazing. One of the best formulas, if not the best formula concealers ever. So I have high hopes that this foundation will become my ride or die. Also really excited about these. This is the new Jouer Cosmetics Blush Duo. I love packaging. Look how beautiful it is. Jouer always has the most beautiful packaging in the world. I think these are so high-end looking. Has their logo, I believe, in it. It is just so beautiful. I want to apologize for my lighting. I don't have the world's best lighting, so my makeup tutorials are not going to be like other people's makeup tutorials on YouTube. But I am trying to make it work, and I'm doing the best that I can, so hopefully you guys are okay with that. But excited for this. Haven't played with a Morphe palette in a really long time, so I'm excited to play with this. This is the 24G Grand Glam. It looks like this. It's quite ginormous. But the colors are really pretty, and I think I'm getting a cold because I don't sound the same. But regardless, let's get going. I'm going to show you a makeup look that I love doing, I feel comfortable wearing, and I wear all this time. My makeup looks are very natural, and I believe my makeup looks are pretty wearable, so I like to kind of give you guys some ideas because I know a lot of you guys are in school, work, or whatever it may be. So if you want wearable looks, my channel is the place to be. So let's get started. First thing I like to do is I like to moisturize my cheek area. And while I'm doing that, or while the moisturizer is sinking into my skin, that's when I do my eyebrow. So I just want to prep my skin in advance. And I will always list all the products that I use down in the description bar. So if I don't mention something, whether it's brushes, products, my color in a foundation or something like that, always list it down below for you guys. Okay, so the first thing that I always like to do are my eyebrows, and I like to use Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow Pencil in number 6. Ride or Die brow pencil, absolutely amazing. I love it. I have very fine eyebrow hair, so these make very natural strokes. And I just fill in the areas in between my hair and kind of go as I please, I guess. So I kind of just wing it when it comes to my eyebrows. But I lightly fill in between my hairs, and it'll slowly fill in the brows. And I use a very light hand. The tip for me is as I go, I do very light strokes like this, and then I spoolie it out because it spreads the product, but it also blends it into your eyebrows, so nothing looks too harsh. As you can see, this eyebrow's filled in, and this one is not. Looks way better. What I like to do after this step is I like to take the foundation that I'm using, so I'm just going to use one of them. I'm not really like in love with this packaging. I think it's kind of like, it's cute because it's kind of like the Shape Tape concealer, but I feel like I'm not going to get all the product, you know? I want to use every single ounce if it's like almost 40 bucks. Put a little bit. I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to clean the bottom of my brows. Now the reason that I use foundation instead of concealer to clean my brows is I like my foundation to kind of match, the foundation matches like the rest of my face. So when I drag it here to clean, later when I go in with my actual like foundation, everything blends in nicely. I love cleaning up brows. I feel like it makes a major difference. To keep my eyebrow hairs in place, I'm going to use Benefit Gimme Brow. I'm going to take off all the extra product though, because I have very fine eyebrow hairs, And although I love this because it gives me a nice tint and keeps the brows in place, I don't want to use too much product. Okay, moving on to our face part. I'm very excited because now we're going to dip into this. But first I'm going to use a primer oil that I've been loving. Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. Definitely recommend this if you are somebody with combination dry skin, or maybe you have some dry spots around this area. It's very, very beautiful. It eliminates those dry spots, makes your foundation, your concealer blend into your skin really nicely. So I like this because my skin is just quite bipolar. I'll do about like, I don't even know, 3 to 4 drops. Mix it into my hand, and then I'm gonna dab and spread it in areas that I tend to be the most dry. So I have my damp beauty blender right here that I'm going to spray with some MAC Fix Plus because it's getting a little bit, it's been sitting out for a little bit, so I'll make it real moist, you know? So like I said, I'm gonna use the matte foundation and the hydrating foundation because I quite honestly cannot choose, and I wanna mix the both to see how it comes out, but they should work pretty well together. I am in the color Light Medium Honey. This is the packaging right here. It's basically their Shape Tape concealers in a giant form. I'm not too crazy about packaging. I feel like I won't be able to get my money's worth because of this kind of stick application. So I'm gonna put the matte where I get oily the most. So far it's going on really nicely, feels very smooth. Oh my gosh, this is, okay. Wrong thing, I made a boo-boo. My matte foundation is in Light Medium Neutral, and my hydrating foundation is in Light Medium Honey. I should be okay, so I don't like the honey color as much, but we'll make it work. So let's start blending. Well, the hydrating one disappears, but the matte one is giving me really nice coverage. So my color is definitely Light Medium Neutral. That seems to match my skin a little bit better. I'm gonna take the matte one and add a little bit more on my cheek area. Or a lot. I'm gonna see if it'll cover that redness I have. You know, to be honest with you, I'm not like whoa about it. I'm not really too crazy about this product, which is quite disappointing because I love Shape Tape concealer. But there's something about this that is not wowing to me yet. I just feel like it's not giving me that Shape Tape coverage that the concealer has given me. I don't know, it's just not giving me that coverage that I was expecting. I had really high hopes for this formula, but when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I can still see my redness peeking through, you know? You know what? It's a very nice formula. It feels very nice on the skin. It blends very nicely, but that coverage is just not there for me. But you know what? First impressions are different than trying it multiple times. I'm gonna give it a try for a little bit more. Like maybe a few more days. But so far, I'm not that impressed. I haven't used this baby in quite some time, probably over a year. I stopped using it when Shape Tape came out, so I'm going to use it again. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer in the color Medium Light Neutral. I used to use this all the time, and then somehow it just didn't work for me anymore. Whenever I would blend it, it just didn't blend out nicely, but oh, I forgot the applicator was like this. I'm gonna give it another shot. To set all that in place, I'm gonna use my favorite powder, you guys know, Maybelline Superstay Better Skin in the number 25 Nude Beige. And I'm going to press this powder into my skin first. So, this powder, I swear, makes everything in my life better. It just is flawless. And it's affordable too, which is a plus. Ugh. It just cleans everything up. It's literally like Facetune in a powder. It just smooths everything out. Then I'm gonna go in with this smaller, fluffier brush, take some of that product, and I'm going to focus that on the under eye. I love this powder. This is my secret to looking absolutely flawless in person. Like when people look at my makeup in person, it's just hella smooth. And I swear it's all because of this powder. Now, as you guys know, I like to keep my looks a little bit more natural, so I don't contour or like bake or anything like that. Once in a while, I do like to, you know, go the extra mile. But most of the time, I just like to bronze. So I've been really into this one. This is the Too Faced Cosmetics Sweethearts Bronzer in the Sweet Tea one. And I'm just going to bronze up the outer parts of my face. This bronzer is not only a bronzer, it has a really nice glow to it. So if you're someone who doesn't like texture in your bronzer, this is not for you. And for blush, I'm going to go in with the new Jouer Cosmetics Blush Duos. I'm very excited for this one. And I think this brush looks really cool, but I don't think it's for blush. But no, it's way too dense. We can't use that one. Honestly, we can go back and use like the same one that we used for bronzer. Oh, the colors are so beautiful. I'm going to take this one on the left and a little bit of that one. I'm going to mix the two. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. This Pure Cosmetics Dreamer Bronze and Brighten Palette. Take a little bit of that. I'm gonna spray it with Fix Plus. And run that on the highest points of my cheeks. For my nose highlight, however, I'm going to use Mary Luminizer by The Balm. I like this one a lot. It looks very good on the nose. Dust that over. We're gonna mix highlights today, y'all. Hey, this is not a bad highlighting brush. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face right now so my skin and all the powder can kind of marinate as I'm doing the rest of my face. So I'm gonna use my Urban Decay All Nighter, one of my faves. This is a little bit weird, but while my face is drying, I like to go ahead and do my lips. And I just got these in the mail. These are the new Maybelline Cosmetics Superstay Matte Inks, but they created new colors. These literally do not come off, you guys. If you're looking for a lip product that is gonna go through tornadoes, thunderstorms, hurricanes, whatever you eat, it is not going to come off. It's absolutely beautiful, so pigmented, very comfortable on the lips as well. And my favorite part is that it's just affordable. You can go to Target, Walmart, wherever is closer, whatever is closest to you and get it. Okay, so I think I'm going to wear roller number 80. So while my face is drying, let's do the lips. So the product goes on pretty, kind of like a gloss satin material formula. And then it's gonna dry really matte. So while that's drying, I'm going to prime my eyes. We're gonna whip out this baby now. Haven't played with the Morphe palette in forever. They went through literally puberty and I have been left behind basically. So I don't really know what to do. I'm gonna go in with this color. It's the lightest one in the palette. It's a very, very, very beautiful light brown skin tone neutral color. So I'm gonna put that all over my lid. That's probably one of the prettiest all over the lid neutral color ever. Did their formula change? Because it feels hella freaking smooth, like smoother than usual. And it's blending really nicely. It feels really buttery, kind of like Natasha Denona. Denona? Why does that sound so weird? It feels like her palette formulas, like very velvety, smooth, buttery. Feels really nice. Okay, now I'm gonna go into this color right here. It's so easy for me to do shadow because I just do mini little circular motions as I'm moving the brush. And for me, that really helps me blend the product nicely. So you just want to do miniature circular motions, mini circular motions as you move the brush. You want to use a very light hand, not too much pressure as you're moving around. It's really going to give you a nice blend. These colors are very pigmented, so I'm using a super light hand and not too much product. I'm going to take this brown right here and do the same thing, but I'm going to keep it in the outer V lower, like kind of squeeze it in that corner. I'm gonna mix these two in the corner, which are shimmers. I'm gonna use that to highlight. Also going to highlight my inner corners. Wow, this palette is really worth getting. These colors are good. For my lashes today, I'll be using Lily Lashes Mink Makeup by Samuel. Samuel. I feel like I'm pronouncing things weird. They're just these really pretty, oh, what am I doing? These really pretty natural lashes. Very fluffy at the ends, which is what I want. So while the lash glue is kind of drying up and getting a little bit tacky, I'm gonna line my upper lash line. Okay friends, that is it for today's makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I hope you liked this look. I find it very wearable and very easy to create. I love all the products that I use, just a tad disappointed in the Tarte Shape Tape foundation. However, I feel like you have to try out something a few times before you can confirm that you dislike it. So maybe today just wasn't the right day, but first impression, wasn't really impressed. Was expecting more coverage. The hydrating one was definitely a no-go. I felt like the moment that I blended out, it was kind of like all of my money flew away. No product whatsoever on my face. The matte one, I'm going to try a few more times. But I will list all the products down below, including brushes, skin tones, and discount codes if you guys are interested in using any of my affiliate discount codes to save you guys a few bucks. But as you know, an affiliate code does give me partial commission when you do use it. So I want to say thank you so much for supporting me, watching my videos, showing me so much support and love. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down below. Let me know if you've tried the Tarte foundation. I want to know what you guys think. I will see you in my next video. Oh, I'm very excited. I have a mukbang with Carlos coming up, and boyfriend does my makeup tag, and a bunch of other videos. So stay tuned. I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye, lovelies.